going to make a video talking about Hogan signing with TNA and Bischoff signing with TNA and talking about that debate whether it's good or not, but it was brought to my attention by a lot of emails asking me if I saw the latest Bill and Doug video. And at first it was brought to my attention by a good buddy of mine, Paul Rose. He asked me if I saw the video, and I briefly skimmed through it, but I didn't realize what Doug was saying after the 6-minute mark. So I started to focus more on the video, and sure enough, we got Doug's tirade on what he thinks about women in wrestling. And as we all know, I'm probably one of the biggest women wrestling marks on here. So after I saw what he had to say about women's wrestling, it just infuriated me to no end that I need to make a video response. And I know he's not going to accept my video response because he rarely does accept video responses. So I'm just going to speak my piece since he already spoke his piece on what he thought. Now, many people have made videos, Monoxide, Kristen, a few others. I've seen all of them, and I pretty much agree with everything they said. But I will tell you this, Doug. For you to say that women have no place in this industry, you're spitting on the grave of the fabulous Moolah. May I remind you, Moolah, who is probably the most well-known woman wrestler of all times, she put women's wrestling on the map. Her blood, her sweat, her tears, and many women of her generation. There was a documentary called Lipstick and Dynamite, and I'm sure you never even heard of it, and I'm sure you never even saw it. But it talked about women's wrestling in the 1940s. It chronicles the beginnings of women's wrestling. Okay, we all know professional wrestling is a male-dominated sport, and it always will be. But women worked hard. They bust their ass, even more than the guys, because they knew to get accepted in this industry would be hard. But women like the fabulous Moolah and so many others of her generation bust their ass to get accepted by the boys in the back. And she did get accepted finally, because she was the first woman to ever wrestle in Madison Square Garden. She was the first woman to be the WWF Women's Champion. She bust her ass, and with your statement, you pretty much spit on her grave. How dare you? How dare you make comments like that? Yes, they're your opinions, and you have a right to your opinions. But do you seriously, honestly think that women don't have no kind of place in this industry? You think no woman can stand toe-to-toe to any male wrestler? May I remind you who Amazing Kong is? Amazing Kong is probably the best woman wrestler going today. And let me tell you this, she can stand toe-to-toe with any male wrestler going right now. She has many matches in Japan wrestling men, and I'm sure you've never seen any of them. Amazing Kong is truly a wrestler. She's a wrestler in every sense of the word, and she can go in the ring with any man. And I dare you tell Amazing Kong that to her face. The comments that you made in that video, tell her everything that you said to her face, and watch her backhand you. That was so disrespectful and rude. I know it's your opinion, but it's complete utter bullshit, Doug. Utter bullshit. Now, people gave you examples about Kevin Nash and Vladimir Kozlov and Great Khali. All those guys that you claim, since you say men are superior than women, they're basically better than Amazing Kong and Cheerleader Melissa and Gail Kim and Sarah Del Rey. I'm sure you never even heard of a promotion called Shimmer, Real Woman Athletes. Those women kick ass from start to finish. You see, my problem with you is many guys like you have the same concept of women's wrestling. You know, y'all don't respect women's wrestling because of one person, Vince McMahon. He changed the face of women's wrestling once he started calling women wrestlers divas. So once he started calling women's wrestlers divas and started having all the TNA aspects of women's wrestling, bra and panties and bikini contests, and just have beautiful, gorgeous women going at it, that changed a lot of male wrestling fans' perspective of what women wrestlers were, because they seen that crap and they will figure, well, oh, women are just eye candy in the industry. They're just there for the guy, to make the guy look good. They're nothing. They don't bring nothing to the table but their looks, and that is bullshit. And I know you probably think that, Doug, but you know what? You're wrong. You're so wrong on all levels, because women deserve to be in this industry. Women have bust their ass since the 1940s to be in this fucking industry, and guys like you that don't give a shit about it are pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Now, you said before you made those comments that it was going to be controversial. Well, yeah, duh, obviously it's going to be controversial, because you know damn well there's many people out there that's going to disagree with you. You know damn well, in your heart, in your mind, you know that there are a lot of male wrestlers out there that can't hold a candle to most women wrestlers out there. Women wrestlers from Japan and Mexico and Canada, they kick serious ass. And they can go toe-to-toe with any male wrestler. I don't give a damn who they are. They can get in that square circle with any male wrestler and dominate, or just stand their ground with them. So, Doug, your comments are just full of shit. Full of shit. And you've had enraged so many people. And I hope you take the time to look at people's responses, because you know a lot of people are going to respond to you. I hope you're man enough to watch it and actually think about and sit there and think about what those comments you made, and think about maybe they were wrong. Because I guarantee you, women belong in this industry. Now, you made a couple of other points about how TNA need to focus more on the X division, and you know what? I agree. They need to focus more on the X division, and somehow they're not. But you know what? The Knockout division is the highest rated segment on TNA. And that's something that you can't deny. You wonder why there's always 2 knockout matches and pay-per-views? Because people want to see the knockouts. They have the highest rated segments in Impact. They're a force to be reckoned with. And you know what? I do agree. They deserve their own show. And I guarantee you, Doug, I guarantee you, if the Knockouts had their own 1-hour show, they will have a higher rating than a 2 hours worth of Impact. I guarantee you on that. It just, I don't know what else more to say to you, Doug. I really don't. Because women in this industry, some good, some bad, but there are a lot of women that have bust their ass to be a part of this industry. And your comments just spit on all of their faces. So I hope you're man enough to look at my video and look at everybody else's video response to you, and sit there and think about the comments you made and realize that it's wrong. Absolutely wrong.